The job market has become more diverse, making it possible for everyone looking for work to find a legitimate workaround without having to go to college. Because of this, trade jobs have emerged as a new way for people to make decent living. Some of the best paying skilled jobs in 2022 are featured in this video. Use this information to guide you in your search for a new career. Number 1. Operator at a power plant. Operations at a power plant include monitoring and maintaining the equipment that generates electricity. The primary responsibility includes tasks such as cabling, adjusting and calibrating various species of equipment, installing circuit breakers, and performing any other tasks that are necessary to ensure that the machines function smoothly. To get started in this career, you only need a high school diploma and a vast knowledge of the job. You won't have any trouble learning the remaining skills on the job. If you have a positive professional approach and the ability to maintain discipline, this is the right job for you. Of approximately $99,500 on average, it appears to be a good source of income, don't you think? Number 2. A person who works on the power grid. One of the best known jobs is that of power line technicians who repair, install, and maintain electrical distribution systems. One of the most essential qualities to look for an electric lineman job is the ability to work great altitudes without getting sick of the feeling of being on the edge of a ledge. The fact that you will working outdoors in any kind of weather puts you in a dangerous position, and you run the risk of being electrocuted by high voltage equipment or suffering injuries from falls. The nature of the job itself makes it somewhat hazardous. This is an excellent career choice if you enjoy working with power-generated equipment. Who would not like to bring home annual salary of $85,000? For this position, you need a high school education and 3 years on-the-job training to get started. The elevator mechanic is number 3 on the list. Elevator mechanics, like other installation jobs, can be learned and mastered quickly. Since the introduction of non-residential buildings with elevators, the profession has grown in popularity. Even though it isn't a requirement, most people choose to take a brief certification class after completing the 4-year mandatory apprenticeship. Even if things don't go as planned for you, you'll be in a pretty good position regardless. As a part of the job description, the employee is responsible for installation, maintenance, and repair of the elevator system. The average annual earning for an elevator mechanic is $79,800. For those who are contemplating a career in this field, it's important to know that even if you obtain a full-time job, this career is extremely demanding and may actually require working unusual hours because of the constant on-call nature of the position. The environment in which you will be working is hazardous, and there is a possibility that you can be sustained injuries related to falls or burns. Also, if you're afraid of being squished, it isn't the career for you because you'll be working in cramped spaces. Ultimately, it's a rewarding career path to consider. Number 4. Manager at a construction site. To become a construction manager, you need to have college degree, a state license, and at least 1 year of training before you can qualify for the position. The qualification process is somewhat more difficult. The primary responsibilities of this position include monitoring and directing the progress of various building projects. Because you will be delegating tasks and speaking directly to the contractors that you will be handling, you will need to have an excellent communication and leadership skills in order to be successful in this role. However, the job is less risky and you won't have to deal with many risk situations in your career. With an average earning of $73,000 per year, this hugely profitable career path has a lot to offer. Number 5. An airplane mechanic. Next to being a pilot, being an aircraft mechanic may be the best alternative, and even more so if you have fear of flying but have a deep affection to aircraft. You'll need to be knowledgeable about airplanes and flying techniques from formal schooling. The overall condition of the plane is your main responsibility, and this includes the repair and maintenance of the plane, as well as noting and reporting any problems you find. A salary of $35,000 to $110,000 per year sounds like a good trade-off for all the oil stains on your uniform, which you'll be covered throughout. Number 6. Technologists in radiology and nuclear medicine. When it comes to nuclear medicine, you may begin to ask who exactly perform these duties. Their job is to help medical professionals by administering radioactive drugs. Because of this, you can anticipate seeing them in healthcare facilities alongside regular doctors. It's an extremely specialized field of study that necessitates a solid education foundation, as the drug utilized can be extremely harmful if you administer it incorrectly. In addition to administering medication, a nuclear medicine technician aids patients in maintaining their composure during examinations. This means that if you chose this career path, you'll need to be good with people. Because of long hours, which may even extend to cover weekends and holidays, it is impossible to maintain any sort of social life outside of the workplace. But even so, the relentless reading and insanity anxiety-inducing work schedules are rewarded handsomely with a hefty paycheck. Because of this, you can assume to be among the company's high-paid workers. Number 7. Woodworker. If you enjoy building things from scratch and have a knack for turning practical objects into works of art, you might want to consider a career in woodworking. With the rise in popularity of carpentry over the years, it's no surprise that carpenters have become highly sought-after professionals. The job does not necessarily require that you enroll in a vocational school in order to learn about it, even though it may help. Be creative in your pieces in order to be exceptional. Additionally, if you want to attract a large number of customers, you should focus on visually appealing and trendy items or pieces with very good taste. To attract the kind of customers you want, leverage the power of social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram to make your business. Finally, have a strong character and anticipate that every customer will have a different mentality. You must know how to deal with difficult and impolite customers. Number 8. A sonographer in the medical field. I can guarantee that medical photographers are rolling in cash right now, thanks to the recent trend of baby gender reveal parties at which everybody would want to make a big splash. This is due to the fact, unlike in the past, everyone is lining up to get a sonogram so that they can stay abreast with the most recent trends. Some women take the maximum number of sonograms while pregnant, wanting to cherish those moments before the baby's birth. A medical photographer must have the following qualifications. First and foremost, you need to have an excellent skills in interacting with people because you may find yourself in position of having to calm a frightened patient from time to time. Also, because sonogram results may not allow to be positive, you must learn how to maintain a poker face. Lastly, because you need to use machines and understand the data they provide, you'll need to have received educational training. Number 9. Architects, drafters. When it comes to building features, architectural drafters are the ones who create blueprints that will be used to build the actual structure. Before you get the job as an architectural drafter, you'll need to go to college and earn at least bachelor's degree. There you'll be able to focus on the type of buildings you're interested in working with. You can choose to be architectural drafter either for commercial or residential projects. You could also focus on specific type of construction material for your structures. You'd be surprised at how much glory there is to being architectural drafter, as the salary is also commensurate with the title's prestige and acclaim. A few others such as composure, good interpersonal relations, and punctuality are also helpful. If you're a freelancer, your working hours are flexible and you can also work from the comfort of your own home. Number 10. Mechanics in the field of industrial machinery. Machine doctors, also known as industrial machinery mechanics, are in high demand as machines take over the world. Fixing one or maybe more industrial equipment is the area of expertise. Due to the extensive amount of reading they were required to do in school, these individuals have brains the size of boulders. Additionally, they have an eye for the finer points and are adept at finding solutions to problems. Machine maintenance, oiling and lubricating machine parts, and responding to machine breakdowns are among their responsibilities. You must be ready and able to get your hands dirty before even thinking about this job, because the majority of the tasks are to keep the equipment working. People in this career are considered to work full-time along with other employees on the site, given the nature of the job. For that reason, they must have good interpersonal skills. On the bright side, you can expect a rate of pay of $65,000 per year. Number 11. Electricians. When it comes to installing new lighting in your home, electricians are people you call. Wire replacement is another service they provide in the event you purchase an older home or other infrastructures that lighting issues and needs new wiring installed. For the sake of safety, they must be extra vigilant in their inspections. In order to get your hands on wires, you'll need at least an undergraduate degree in electrical engineering as well as some kind of training in fire safety. You can anticipate receiving up to $70,000 in compensation at year end, which is really cool. That's about it. Are there any of these that you can plan to pursue in the future? Before making a decision, I always suggest that you do additional reading and research. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.